Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stepping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. You feel me? Salute to everybody out there on this Memorial Day. Salute to the lost soldiers we done lost. All the loved ones we done lost. You know what I'm saying? Top of the week. Hope everybody having a great Monday. I don't know what y'all doing for it. I'm sure some of y'all might have barbecued and cooked or something. You feel me? Buddha, what up with you? Dennis, what's good, fam? We got some good content to check out today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Still crazy out here in the world. I'm feeling real good. So, museum, what's going on? Good Memorial Day to you too. I hope everybody feeling good, man. Good energy, good love around. Feel me? Brave, what up, fam? Brave heart, salute. Just wait for a few more to fall in, man, before we start, y'all. Get into this content, y'all. It's crazy, crazy world out here. Big Vince, what's good, fam? What y'all doing today, man? Everybody chilling today? Kicking back? Celebrating for the lost ones? D Void, what's good, fam? It's been crazy out here, man. My boy Trizzy, man. Trizzy, they said it's about to ramp up out here. I don't know. They talking about, man, it might be a war coming along or something, man. I don't know. You feel me? Shoes was good, fam. Chilling, man. Kicking back, man. Feeling good for this good Monday. Right. And then I'm seeing, y'all been seeing the videos all online, all on TikTok. They talking about the world's supposed to end tomorrow. Man, I laughed at that shit. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the world's supposed to be ending tomorrow. 27th. I'm like, man, oh my God. They've been saying the world's about to, remember in 2000, they said it was about to end. Like, yeah, the computers and everything's going to crash when 2000 come and everything. And next thing you know, they were saying 2010, 2012, 2020. They always talking about the world for the end and shit, man. I'm like, man, I think I'm going with all that. But it's all good, man. We got a few people in here, so let's go ahead and start the content. I know everybody fall in. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Jana, what's good? Right, I don't know why. Crazy world. But let's get into it, y'all. Good seeing everybody. Let's get it going.
Remember these images Trump claimed were evidence of white genocide in South Africa?
These are all white farmers that are being buried.
They were actually pictures from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Let me explain. During an Oval Office meeting on May 21st, Trump caught South African President Cyril Ramaphosa off guard when he alleged that white farmers were being persecuted because of their race. Trump then presented alleged video evidence followed by a series of articles and images that he falsely claimed showed white farmers that are being buried in South Africa.
And look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried. buried.
Following the meeting, Reuters revealed that one of the images Trump displayed was a screenshot from one of their videos that showed footage of humanitarian workers burying bodies in the city of Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The footage was captured in February, following deadly battles with Rwanda-backed M23 rebels, Reuters reports. The managing editor at The American Thinker, the conservative online magazine that published the blog post Trump showed to Ramaphosa, told Reuters that Trump had misidentified the image. Reuters video journalist Jafar Al-Katanti, who captured the images in question, was shocked to see Trump using their footage as false evidence of white genocide. In view of all the world, President Trump used my image, used what I filmed in the Democratic Republic of Congo to try to convince President Ramaphosa that in his country, white people are being killed by black people, the journalist said. During the meeting, Trump also showed video of white crosses along a South African highway that he incorrectly claimed were burial sites. When the crosses were placed in 2020, an organizer told South Africa's public broadcaster that the wooden crosses did not mark actual graves, but rather represented farmers who had been killed over the years. When the lights came back on in the Oval Office, Ramaphosa asked Trump if he knew where the footage was filmed, to which Trump responded, no.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen.
I mean, it's in South Africa, that's where.
We need to find out.
Man, he just asked Trizzy, do you know where that is, Trizzy? Trump, Mr. President? And Trump said no. And then the other president was like, well, I would like to know where that is. Then Trump come right after that, after he just told him no. He said, oh, that's in South Africa. He said, where? He said, well, that's in South Africa. Like, how you gonna say you didn't know? And then you gonna come right back and say South Africa. I know how Trizzy is. Trizzy just had some pictures and just was saying, just going along with the agenda for the meeting. Like, make sure you say this and everything. Trizzy didn't know where that shit was at. He just was looking at them pictures, even though it might be some genocide going on or whatever. It might be, you know what I'm saying? But Trizzy wasn't paying no attention to that, y'all. Midwest, what up? BB, Cinder, what's good? Supreme.
When the crosses were placed in 2020, an organizer told South Africa's public broadcaster that the wooden crosses did not mark actual graves, but rather represented farmers who had been killed over the years. When the lights came back on in the Oval Office, Ramaphosa asked Trump if he knew where the footage was filmed, to which Trump responded, no.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen.
I mean, it's in South Africa, that's where.
He said no. Then he said, I mean, it's in South Africa. That's where. Man, Trizzy crazy. I don't know if that's the real Trizzy or not, but
We need to find out.
During a White House press briefing on May 22nd, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt blindly defended Trump's claim that his video showed burial sites when asked about the footage by NBC News reporter Yamiche Alcindor.
Are you disputing that there's no...
The fact that the video showed what the president claimed it showed, because it did not show that. But even more, what I'm asking you is who at the White House...
show that. It showed white crosses representing people who have perished because of racial persecution.
Leavitt refused to answer Alcindor's question about who verifies the images that the president presents as evidence in the Oval Office. Another organizer of the 2020 event has since confirmed to BBC that it's not a burial site, but it was a memorial.
This right here was what they showed on the news, weather report, and even the doomsday fish are acting up. We'll come right back to the 1000th doomsday fish that we've seen so far. But let's check out some unrelated anonymous weather phenomenon. Seems like the East Coast is under some very, very, very hazy skies. You wanna know what these hazy skies remind me of? Derealization. It's unrelated, but it seems like everyone's dealing with derealization lately. What about you? Unrelated, just for attention, I mean, the derealization is just off the chain these days, right? What are these giant circles popping up? Crazy enough, they pop up alongside really, really bad storms. Speaking of storms, this right here has to be a sign. Crazy hail, and it literally stopped on the border. Literally on the border. I guess this crazy hell-like hail is normal now.
yeah, the weather been crazy. Hey, D-Void. Hey, I'm glad you said that. Doomsday fish don't mean nothing. They've been talking about this doomsday fish, talking about, yeah, when it come up and it wash up on shore and you able to see it, that means everything, that means bad times or something. And this doomsday fish been coming up on shore for a minute now, and it is bad shit happening though. I mean, if you think about it, it is bad shit going on and everything, but they act like it's finna be the end of the world with that doomsday fish or something.
because it's been everywhere, right? Did you know that scientists are actively adding new cloud patterns to the sky because we're seeing things that we have never seen before? This is the sky, it's not a wave. Like that thing we saw at the very beginning, right? And we've had 3 doomsday fish pop up in the last 48 hours. I've seen 3 different videos in 3 different places. And again, this is like a once in a lifetime, if that, occurrence, but these are happening every single day because something weird's happening on Earth and they are well aware of it. These doomsday fish are literally a sign of just that, apocalyptic earthquakes and crazy things happening on the Earth. In ancient times, they would always see this first, so I really wonder what's going on, even though it's all unrelated. Let me know what y'all think below.
I guess, I mean, they are popping up late. They've been popping up lately, so I kind of guess, you know what I'm saying? Should they? They are signs of the times right now and everything, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with the weather. And then they talking about it's going to be all these earthquakes and shit about to happen, and then, you know, with everything else, as far as like everything with the orbs and the sky, and man, it's a lot going on, man. There's so much going on. We damn near from another war. Already wars going on. It's a lot going on, man. So they might have popped up at the right time. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? William, what's good, fam?
This caused so much harm in so many different ways because of the biodistribution. Dr. McCullough.
80% of Americans took a vaccine. 20% didn't. 20% did not take a vaccine. The vaccine was never safe enough for me to take. Messenger RNA devised by Pfizer and Moderna has been chemically modified to be unassailable to enzymes in the body to be broken down. The messenger RNA is found in the human heart of people who die after the vaccine. It's found in the brain. The spike protein is found everywhere in the body. 3 studies now show the spike protein is circulating in the blood for 6 to 9 months after people take the shot. This part of the virus, the lethal part of the virus, in the vaccinated, it's circulating in the blood.
It's crazy how they coming out letting everybody know that that was all bullshit. They mandated those little jabs and made everybody get them. A lot of people that's working in hospitals and all these different areas had to get them to keep their jobs, and now they coming out talking about it was all bullshit. Then they came with the boosters. And then when they came with the boosters, like, yeah, you can go get a booster to protect yourself even more. Man, that shit crazy.
And then they take a booster, they get more circulating in the blood. It is a killer protein.
He just said it too. Then you get he basically just said exactly. I knew it.
It cannot be safe. It was not safe by design. Safety trumps efficacy. We cannot tolerate false drug claims. And we saw a poster behind Senator Blumenthal making a false drug claim that vaccines saved millions of lives, specifically the COVID vaccine. Well, let's take a look at that. When someone signs consent for a vaccine, Senator Blumenthal, does the consent form say it's going to save their lives? Of course it doesn't. It's not on the FAQ. There's never been a prospective, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial ever showing that COVID-19 vaccines reduced mortality or hospitalization. Wow. There's not even a valid non-randomized study. Thankfully, COVID mortality went down for 3 reasons. Because we all got the infection, vaccinated and unvaccinated, so we developed population natural immunity.
We got used to it.
We developed early treatment. Credit to Operation Warp Speed. We used all the Operation Warp Speed tools, additional drugs. We treated patients with multi-drug protocols at home so they don't go to the ER. So Governor Green never saw the patients we treated because they were successfully treated at home. And the third reason is the virus mutated to a much milder form. Those things happen concurrently with rollout of the vaccine. The vaccine cannot be falsely credited with saving millions of lives. We can't allow false drug advertising to be put up on a poster behind one of our public servants. We cannot accept that.
So let me quick.
I don't know.
Man, they coming out right now letting us know, just like, man, that was all bullshit. Michael, darling, what up with you? I'm glad I didn't go for it. Ain't no way I was letting them jab me. Even though my mama and parents and everybody around me was getting in and everything, like, you ain't gonna do that? I'm like, hell no. I don't trust that shit. I always felt like 30, 40 years down the line or something, it wasn't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't gonna be something instant, like everybody's finna just fall out instantly, but it's like a long-term effect with that shit or something. I don't know what it is. Hopefully everything be all right, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for that shit. Shit. And I didn't get sick or nothing, so shit. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that bad. I ain't get sick or nothing. Shit. Jermaine, what up, fam?
Y'all heard this story, but this happened back in 2018, 2020-ish. I'm assuming the man was going back and forth with the court before they came up with a decision. Now, Harvard Medical School morgue manager admits to stealing organs and selling them on the black market. Yes, Cedric Louch, the former Harvard Medical School morgue manager, has pleaded guilty to stealing and selling human body parts on the black market. Between 2018 and 2020, he removed organs, brain, skins, and other remains from donated cadavers.
And he was at Harvard. He was the morgue manager, and he was stealing organs and selling on the black market. Man, that's crazy.
Without permission. He transported them to his home and sold them to buyers across state lines. Lodge, he could face up to 10 years in prison. Now, I don't know if y'all heard this story, but he was doing some things, and it's not looking good at all. So he could face up to 10 years in prison for selling human body parts on the black market. Y'all could go research it or search it in the search bar or go on Google. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. This is for entertainment purpose only. Friends, y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about this situation.
Right. Hey, he definitely had some partners that was involved with this shit. They probably just hitting him right now, but hopefully he blow the whistle and snitch on everybody. Cause like, who was you selling it to? First of all, who was helping you? Cause it was somebody else involved with this shit, helping you do this shit and sell and you know what I'm saying, orchestrate some of these deals and everything. Like, it ain't just one person, but like y'all said in the chat, he probably is the scapegoat. They probably just putting it on him for now and everything. That's crazy work. At Harvard, though, you would never think, like, wow, that's crazy. And speaking, I see y'all in the chat talking about it, like, where the fuck is Fauci, y'all? Where is Fauci? Fauci, the main one that was pushing all that whole time, trying to act like he was the smartest medical person in the world. Like, yeah, we all need it. Like, he pushed that jab so hard. Where is he? I ain't seen him on no news channels. I ain't heard nothing about him and everything. Like, did he get locked up? Like, his ass should be locked up. Where the fuck is Fauci?
Bye, y'all.
Modern day cannibalism still exists, y'all. This shit is sick and twisted, y'all. And it's coming straight from Harvard Medical School. The morgue. This manager of the morgue at Harvard Medical School was selling body parts, y'all. So they got a place where bodies get donated for science and to help future doctors learn how to save lives. But instead of doing that, these motherfuckers out there cutting, dissecting the body, different parts, and selling them junks like it's on Craigslist. Not just him. Look at her too. She trying to cover her face like, nah, you sick. This is twisted. Y'all, imagine you donated a body there thinking they finna do research on it and what they said, help doctors be able to figure out how to save lives and do all this other stuff. And next thing you know, their body parts is being cut up, cut out, and then shipped across America to different people who bought the body parts. Because that's what they was doing. They said they was shipping these body parts across state lines, y'all.
Man, it was a black dude doing it. The morgue manager was a black dude selling these organs and cutting the people open and doing this. Man, that's crazy.
They said they even had people come to the joint and pick out what body part they wanted. Pulled up to the Harvard Medical School, the morgue, and picked what body they wanted. Cash in hand.
I should have figured it was a black dude. Look at that's him right there, I guess. I should have figured it was a black dude. $1 billion business, some money involved. We gonna figure out how to get some money for sure. He stuck his hand right into that. That's crazy work though, man. Like, man. So they were sending bodies to Harvard, right? You know, the college. I guess I don't know if people was donating bodies or what's going on. Was they experimenting on the bodies or doing doing procedures so they can learn at the school and everything? Meanwhile, he removing organs and selling them on the black market. Man, this shit crazy work, y'all.
We can't make this up right now. I know it's people that's just fucked up in the head because they sent probably their loved ones over there to get research done on them. And now they don't even know if one of their loved ones is the ones who body parts were sold. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this down below in the comments. This shit is sad and wicked.
That shit crazy. Every day is something. Every day is something new. Big Flint, what up with you? Hey, and I'm starting to think like, I have my doubts. I'm like, man, we ain't eating people. Like, we ain't eating really humans and whatever, But I got a video that's gonna show. I'm gonna show y'all on here too. I don't know exactly where it's at, but it's gonna be coming up, man. That Soylent Green that they was talking about, man, it might be some real truth and facts to that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want to deny it and doubt it, and like, nah, I don't think that's, you know what I'm saying? But man, it might be some real facts to it. Rochelle, what up with you? Let's keep it going, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. I'm trying to stop, man. I want to quit eating meat. I want to quit, you know what I'm saying? No Diddy, pause. But I want to quit eating like chicken and all that shit. I ain't gonna stop fish yet. I can't stop fish yet, but I gotta go ahead and do it. Matter of fact, I'm starting today, man. I'm starting all over. Today, it's a wrap. I'm done with all that chicken and everything. It's a wrap, man. I'm switching it up, man. I got to. Elaine, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Much love to you too. I'm going plants, fish, and fruits. Plants, fish, and fruit.
We're going to have an above average hurricane season. And they say that you need to stock up on food and toilet paper and all these different things for at least the duration of the year. Yeah, like the whole entire rest of the year. Yes, this is the National Oceanic and Atmospherical Administration. Now, that means that they have seen something that they've probably not seen before or in a long time when checking out the radar as it pertains to hurricanes. And honestly, I'm not surprised because guess what, y'all? The Bible says that in the last days that these weather catastrophes will be in diverse places and it will intensify and have more frequency. So,
damn, T. Taylor, what up? Okay, darling, I'm gonna check for him. I see you say you sent me 2 books. Okay, I'm gonna check for him. Thank you so much too. You always sending me some good info.
It'll be more frequent and more intense. And as the years have been going on and as we have been approaching the time of the end, we have seen hottest summers on record or coldest winters on record or most tornadoes on record or most earthquakes on record and all these different things. This is not me trying to scare you. I'm just relaying news that you probably would not have researched on your own. And so if you live in these, and it doesn't even matter at this point because it seems like bad catastrophes are going to happen in diverse places anyway. But if you happen to live in these areas, like the Louisianas, the Floridas, if you happen to live in those areas where hurricanes, they hit and they hit hard, I would go and do your own research about what the NOAA is saying about this hurricane season, because it's going to be the worst on record. And so I'm just saying, I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm not trying to fear monger. Go do your own research for yourself.
If they've
Man. And then, right, I see y'all talking about it, like prepare for the blackouts. You see the blackouts been happening all over. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hit here yet, but all over. Remember Puerto Rico, Spain, all these different places been having these blackouts, like technology going out, everything going out for a second. Like they was just testing some shit. Now we finna get hit with all these hurricanes, allegedly or supposedly, whatever. Blackout come. Like, ain't nobody prepared for all that shit, man. But we better be prepared. Andrew, what's up, fam? And then think about it, with all this bad stuff going on, all these catastrophes and everything. Think about that Google VO3 thing, like that AI thing. They gonna be able to like, if you ain't in these areas that's getting fucked up and you can't go see with your own eyes, they can be tricking people. They can be putting out videos, making it seem like shit worse than what it is or not as bad or whatever. And we ain't even seeing the real thing because with all this AI trickery out here, man, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. Tavina, VV, what's up with you?
publicly come out and say we can't get out of low Earth orbit, right? Then why do you freaking Globers still think that we went to the moon in the 60s when we've never been out of low Earth orbit? How? So that makes every space mission fake, right? When you got Barack Obama, who's come out even said we can't get out of low Earth orbit. When you had, who's that scientist, that black scientist?
Boing.
He said the same thing. We can't get out of low Earth orbit. So what's that mean about the moon missions? Is the moon then in low Earth orbit?
They've been lying.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but this shit creeped me out, y'all. People is not taking this serious enough. Just know that these things are finna walk amongst us. It's gonna get to the point where we're not even gonna know who real and who not. They already got this shit happening on video. Videos are being AI generated.
Right.
And you can't tell a difference from a real video and a fake video. Imagine walking around thinking someone's a real human being and it turns out they're AI. And
that's where we headed. That's what it's finna be. We finna be walking around with robots, then it's gonna be, or AI type shit, and it's gonna be looking like real people, but they not gonna be real, man. That's gonna be crazy. Dre, what up with you, fam? That's crazy. DJ.
then online, you're already seeing AI videos that you think is real. Your mind is going to end up going fucked. You're going to be crazy in the head. A lot of people is going to go loco. Then they talk about this. This is the last thing we need, y'all. I'm telling you, shit's about to be so fucked up.
For the next 9 days, each date will be the same backwards. A rare pattern known as the Palindrome dates. Palindrome? I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. Never heard of it. But anyways, 52025 will still be 52025. 52125, 52125, 52225, 52225, 52325, 52325.
Man, that's crazy. Like, do this mean something? I'm looking at this pattern right here, these numbers, like, what? 520, 25, 520, 2. Man, like, that's crazy work right there. Pilgrim, what up? Like, do this mean something?
52425, 52425. Bro, that shit is crazy. 52525, 52525, 525, 52625, 52625, 52725, 52725, 52825, 52825.
I would have never noticed no shit like that.
52925, 52925. That's how you know we living in a fucking box. This shit is fake. I'm not working no more. I'm not doing shit no more. I'm not paying another bill. Because why is that like that? Somebody let me know. Talking about a fucking Palindrome date. What the fuck?
So did y'all hear about this satanic cult? It was on the Tim Tebow interview that happened 2 days ago. If you know anything about Tim Tebow, you know he's in the business of saving children from you know what. He mentioned a satanic cult, and what he said they did was, he said that they will kidnap a little girl or a young girl, and they would take turns R-wording the girl. Mind you, this is their main thing. And while each of them take turns, the next person will read out Bible verses while they're actively, wanting the little girl. And they are a satanic cult. And they say that the reason why that they read Bible verses while they are taking turns doing this to the girl is because they want her worst moments in life to be associated with the creator of the world, with Jesus Christ. We get it. It's sick. It's twisted. It's dark. It's demonic. We understand how dark and, oh my gosh. And I just made another video about the Nickelodeon side. I'm just so repulsed by everything. But
so Tim Tebow be talking about this shit. I ain't seen Tim Tebow talking about this. I gotta go find that content. Tim Tebow used to be a football player, man. He played for Florida Gators. He was left hand. I used to like Tebow too when he was in college. And then he went to the league. He played in the NFL for a little bit, but he can't throw or whatever. But he was like real religious, like big on Christianity and everything. And I gotta go check this out. I gotta go find some content about him talking about this.
The biggest thing is they want these people to never turn to God or look at God, because if you see them reading the Bible and using the Bible and then doing this sick stuff, that's a lot of reason why there's a lot of black people who don't believe in Christianity, because guess what? These satanic slave owners and all this, they use the Bible to manipulate, right, in their worst moments so they can never look at God again. So while she's screaming for help from God, they're reading the words of the Bible. This satanic cult. I mean, like even just like hearing it for the first time, it causes shakes, because you're just like, there's no way that it gets that dark and that sinister, but it does.
Man, Tim Tebow better be safe. You said you should see the map of the pedos in the U.S. Tim Tebow has it. I gotta go find that content, but he better be safe doing that. You know what I'm saying? They'll wipe Tim Tebow nose. I don't care how hard you is on the religious side, how much of a Christian you are and everything, they will wipe his nose and send him right on up there.
And it'd be something like this right here, all these 5, and then each of them will take turns reading Bible verses while taking turns. Yeah. And mind you, this is cults who buy you, like little ones. These are like cults who buy them. So this is in the trafficking world.
Hey, yo, now, aloha.
Oh boy.
There is something extremely weird and extremely Walt Disney going on, if you get what I'm saying. The farther I look into the plane crash that happened 2 days ago, the crazier it gets. So I'm sure you've heard by now, it was Daniel Williams, the former drummer for the Devil Wears Prada, that passed away in the 666 plane. The one.
Hey, y'all, let me stop it for 1 second. But that crash that just happened over there in Cali, San Diego, wherever it was at, in that military community or whatever. First of all, they don't have no wreckage of the plane, y'all. They can't find the wreckage of the plane. Second of all, the way, like, if you look at the like, cause I've seen the pictures and everything, it looked like it looked like that area got bombed or something. Like, you know, it looked like some shit happened. Like they might have got bombed or something. Like, you know, and then they can't find the wreckage of the plane and all this. And so it's like, it's super weird. I'm like, damn, did they get hit with a missile and they trying to make up some shit somewhere? I don't know, man. It be so much going on. So many conspiracies. So I don't know.
That hit the military housing. But there was something just majorly off about it. This was his last Instagram story saying, hey, you look at me, I'm the co-pilot now. We'll get to the weirdest part in 1 second, but you may know they have a song called Sacrifice, and it had this kind of cover of some guy, right? And would you believe me if it doesn't look just like Daniel? And as if it was not weird enough that the guy who passed away in the plane crash 666 was a bandmate of The Devil Wears Prada. Now this right here is the most damning part. Do y'all remember when the movie Frozen came out? And everyone thought the movie Frozen came out because something with Walt Disney may be happening. That way they could just completely cover up the Google search. Within just 12 hours of a plane going down having the number 666 with Daniel Williams on that plane, the former member of Devil Wears Prada, The Devil Wears Prada 2 starts advertising for their new movie. All over the place. Just hours after a member of The Devil Wears Prada passes away. And all of a sudden you type in Devil Wears Prada on Google and you start getting advertisements for their new movie. Something is not right. Especially that the news allegedly got caught using an old picture of the plane because they weren't able to find. I don't know what they told you, but these coincidences, they do grow on trees apparently.
And then it made me think they can't find none of the plane debris, right? That shit just don't make no sense to me. So you mean to tell me the plane crash, hit a house, all type of shit, ran into the house, cars, everything, and there's no debris of the plane, nothing. Like that don't make no sense unless it just got blew up and just into small micro pieces and everything, something like that. Like disintegrated or something. I don't know. Like that shit just crazy to me. Then it got me thinking about back to that AI again. You know, we it's so hard to tell what's real and what's not anymore. Like this could have been a play. They could have hit us with the AI. I don't really know if that's what really happened over there because I ain't been over there to really see ground zero and everything. So I don't know. You know, it's like this shit crazy, man. It's so weird out here.
How many people said I was stupid when I said these smartphones were about to be obsolete? Watch this video.
Smartphones are going to go away, and the internet, as we know it, including social media and how we use it, will also, over time, disappear. And I'm going to give you some really strong pieces of evidence for what's happening. First, you could see in Google's announcement yesterday about AI agents shopping and doing things and searching on our behalves. So over time, we are going to do less of the doing on the internet, the clicking, the browsing, the watching, the streaming things for information and whatnot.
Believe that.
And our AI agents will start to do that on our behalf, meaning that we will be less present on the internet. So our relationship with it and our need to be there and watch things on it will change. And again, this isn't tomorrow or even next year. I'm talking about the trends over time. That leads directly into, if we no longer need to do as much of the doing, because it's like the clicking, the swiping, the browsing, because our AI agents take care of that, that changes the nature of what I need from my device. Do I need to continuously look at a screen, or will I just start talking to my agent and it does more?
That's going to be crazy. Because I just thought about something. They can like put into law to where everybody have to have an AI agent. Everybody get assigned as a personal agent, an AI agent. Like, man, that'd be crazy work, man. Oh my God, Christy, what up?
And so we're at the beginning of what's going to come next and replace the smartphone. And you can see glasses coming in pretty clearly because we'll need to view some things sometimes. And I think glasses isn't where it stops. I think that there's going to be another AI first device. But even just recently, OpenAI announced they are acquiring an AI first device company. Our phones have always changed over time. And that's not going to stop. And how we entertain, how we engage, how we communicate with one another, technology has also always changed.
Why do you think I tell my community if they're going to buy crypto, buy metaverse? Because soon billboards will be obsolete. It'll be all your navigation will come through glasses. And then that's when they'll push the augmentation transhumanism movement into metaverse, Neuralink, RFID. You're seeing a little push for real ID now, which is a digital footprint, and it's conditioning. You're in a live exercise. You're being distracted. But how many truthers can tell you what they're distracting you from? They can call things a distraction, but they can't tell you what the distraction is from.
Man. Oh my God. Meanwhile, while I'm sitting here with my smart glasses right here, y'all. I'm thinking about it right now. Damn, that make a lot of sense. In a minute, they could probably have everything into the glasses. You already can answer the phone. I can record, camera, all that type of shit, and listen to music, do everything through the glasses. In a minute, they're gonna have the glasses where you can just do gestures probably. You ain't gonna need no phone. They gonna probably make it to where you can see right through the glasses, do gestures with your hands, and bring up websites and everything. Like, man, the glasses translate different languages and everything. Like, it's already advanced. But now I'm thinking like, damn, we might be headed to, the phones might go away. They might be all in the glasses and everything. Then thinking about the glasses and make you think about, what's that old ass movie that I just watched not too long ago that we keep on talking about? When he had the glasses on, he could see everything that was, other people couldn't see. Man, I keep forgetting the name of it, man. I just watched it, man. Oh, it was good too. Y'all always telling me about it. They Live. Yeah. Oh my God. Man, we in the future, y'all. We in the future. ATX, what up? This shit crazy, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's keep it going. Salute to everybody in the building. Man. This stream right here got me thinking.
Have the identities of all 6 of the victims in the San Diego plane crash. So we already know about Daniel Williams from The Devil Wears Prada and Dave Shapiro, the co-founder of Sound Talent Group. But now we have these other 4, Emma Hugh, Dominic Damian, Selena Kenyon, and Kendall Fortner. So now that they've given us the names of all the victims, that still doesn't explain the fact that there's still no evidence of a plane. The size of that plane doesn't exactly explain the extensive damage around this neighborhood. Now most of you won't like this, but just because 6 people were unalived, that's not evidence of this being a plane crash. So I'm at home watching reaction videos, and my own video comes up, and this guy Segovia Reacts makes a really good point.
Trucks, cars are moved like 20, 30 feet. That truck was like in the front porch. Cars were blown up like for the whole block. Like, so that's suspicious to me. I'm not even trying to gaslight you guys. That's suspicious.
I just don't understand how multiple cars could be just completely flattened, and the fact that almost every car on the road was on fire. So you're telling
Right. All the cars was on fire and everything, but they can't find no wreckage of the plane. So you mean tell me the plane hit down there, slid a couple little bit, set cars on fire, and some of the cars look like they just blew up and everything. Like that sound like they got hit with something over there or something. I don't know. Nobody on Bay, what up?
Telling me these reels that people scroll.
Yeah, it was a military community that got hit too. Yeah, it definitely was.
got people reeled in, and TikTok is taking people's time. And then I was like, wait a minute, algorithms got people hypnotized, and rhythm also happens to be the oldest form of inducing a trance. This is shamanism. Rhythmic breathing while drumming puts you in a trance. But there's no etymological ties between algorithm and rhythm. An algorithm is a set of sequences that dictate behavior. But wait a minute, rhythm is a set of sequences that influence behavior.
Right,
So what's really
B-boy.
going on?
Right.
Are these things being channeled from somewhere, a different level of reality, almost like spirits? Are spirits just symbols? Is Jesus just a symbol? Is Buddha just a symbol? Or is that just half the truth? Well, tell a vision. You stare into a black mirror and it tells you a vision. Your phone is a black mirror, and black mirrors are used by witches to scry and channel spirits. What's really going on? Spelling, casting spells, grammar, grimoire? Is this half the truth or just coincidence? What's happening?
Gotta see this.
Gervais, what up?
Oh my God.
They said this was a hot dog factory. I guess this how they do the hot dogs and all that stuff, y'all. They grind up all the leftover meat of everything and grind it up, and that's how you get your hot dogs and shit like that. But right, that looks so nasty, man. Oh my God. This definitely gonna help me stop eating. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't fuck with no hot dogs, no gluten. Now look at this right here, though. This is what I want y'all to see. This is what I was talking about. Man, now tell me this don't look like it. Tell me what this look like, y'all. Look at this.
Seeing this video are so rare. There's 500 million users on TikTok, and you will probably never see my account again. But I'm not gonna ask you to follow me. I'm not.
Let me rewind. What that look like? What that look like? What the shape of that look like, y'all? I mean, it could. I mean, it could. I'm looking at it now. It could have been like a. It might have been it could have been an animal slit open and put on there or something, but I don't know. Like that. That right there look like a damn near. I don't even want to say it, but that look crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm saying. Like, we in days and ages now to where, is this real? This ain't AI, is it? Is this real? Like, who the fuck was recording this and where is this at? Like this, man, this is crazy.
The chances of you seeing this video are so rare. There's 500 million users on TikTok, and you will probably never see my account again. But I'm not gonna ask you to follow me. I'm not.
Event. That's why the World Economic Forum, they said that it's inevitable that something diabolical is going to be taking place on American soil. Event. That's why.
Hold on. That TikTok handle.
The chances of you seeing this.
Let me see what it say. Big man, big check. Let me see something. Hold on.
Video are so rare. There's 500 million users on TikTok, and you will probably never see my account again.
I barely can see it. Let me see if I can move the comments. Man, that shit it's so many people probably done reposted it, and there's so many names on there. I don't know what it say. Big Chief or something. I don't know.
But I'm not gonna ask you to follow me. I'm not.
event. That's why the World Economic Forum, they said that it's inevitable that something diabolical is going to be taking place on American soil, right? Which is why Donald Trump wants to put a golden dome over the planet, but they're doing that by way of the Hegelian dialectic principle. Problem, reaction, solution. The problem is to pretend that we have a threat. The reaction is to put a golden dome over the planet. And the solution is a diabolical solution that actually goes against the energies of humanity. Because when you put another dome over the planet, that's going to basically block out the transmission of the sun to give us those upgrades, right? So everything that they're doing as far as like the Hegelian dialectic process, they're creating.
They not finna right. He said, yeah, right. That's what I was finna say. He's not finna try to put a dome over the planet, all right, is he? I thought he was just talking about putting like a little force field over our nation to like, it's like he said it was a missile defense type of system. It ain't really like no dome. It's like a missile defense system. Like, I guess if a missile come over this way or some shit, like it do something with the wave and electrically like stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he was talking about putting a dome over the whole world or the planet. Right. Man, Trizzy would be too powerful if he can do that. The other countries ain't going for that shit. They like, man, you ain't running shit over here.
Mechanisms to destabilize the awakening process on the planet. That's all that they're basically doing. Now, is basically the embodiment of the matriarch taking over the patriarch on a physical level and at a spiritual level, right? Because these energies is coming in, they're being streamed down from the mental plane. The mental plane is the magnetosphere, right? And the magnetosphere speeds up the vibration of the planet in the magnetism. And the magnetism is where you get your magic. So this is why Donald Trump wants to put a golden dome over the planet. He wants to put a golden dome over the planet because he wants to block out that transmission, because he knows that the ones who have the carbon coding and the neuromelanin can activate the Christ consciousness. So he wants to stop the transmission, right? That's what this is all about.
I see where he coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? I see the angle he coming from, but this how sometimes shit get misinformed on the internet and everything, because he keep on saying, yeah, Donald Trump want to put a dome over the planet. Man, I don't think he finna try to put no dome over the planet, fam. Just over our nation and everything. So I'm smiling because this how shit be happening. The next thing you know, I run with it, like, yeah, Donald Trump trying to put a dome over the planet. Then 10 other people said, next thing you know, everybody's saying and everything. Then Trizzy on the news, like, I ain't say that shit. Why y'all? You know what I'm saying? Man.
Right? Because they know we're at the apex of the speculum of a cycle that's connected to solar cycle 25. These new energies from the sun is starting to shake shit up now, right? A lot of y'all been getting headaches, body aches, and things of that nature, right? Everything is basically speeding up in vibration. So that basically means that you're supposed to be fasting during that process when you got these energies coming in and spiking up the Schumann resonance. Because I told you before, the Schumann resonance, when it's at its highest frequency, it goes from 7.83 megahertz frequency to 13.13 megahertz frequency. That's the queen mother seed of the activation of Mother Nature and the matriarch, right? So it says it can activate and trigger over 10,000 earthquakes in a single day. Lava flows during the last eruption reached 450 feet thick. This volcano is buried deep under the Pacific, so coastal communities are not in direct dangers, but the geological activity is intense. The warning signs are here, right? So we're in that time period. I told you the activation of the New Madrid fault line, right? Because the blackout in Europe canceled the Madrid opening. So all these rituals going on is basically lining up to the big one. The big one is basically talking about the earthquake. The earthquake is connected to the volcanic eruptions that's going to be taking place in the sea that can activate over 10,000 earthquakes. Not a coincidence.
Nah, that's what they've been saying. They've been saying something about this underground, this volcano or something erupting and causing all these earthquakes now. Nah, I can vouch a little bit for that. I've been seeing a lot of videos and a lot of people talking about that, a lot of content about that. I don't, I've seen that.
Hello.
Age of America. It's the golden age. We see it. We see it with all that money, trillions and trillions of dollars pouring in, hundreds of thousands of jobs coming in with it. And with the help of the people of the Middle East, the people in this room, partners throughout the region, the golden age of the Middle East can proceed right alongside of us. We will work together. We will be together. We will succeed together. We will win together. And we will always be friends. In the United States, we've launched the golden victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. People have told me that God spared my life for a reason. The reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. Well, these are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F.
This has been popping up all over the sky.
Man, Trizzy crazy, Trizzy crazy. Soldier, what up with you?
In the United States, they are lying to you. No shit. Can someone please tell me what they're lying to us about? I know we could say everything, but you know, when you got people who are in the dogmatic state, when they just see this, they just think you're a fanatic. They just think, why would someone waste all that money to put this up in there without them telling you a full story? It's like when you watch them TikToks, right? With no context, and it has 100 million views, and you see in the comments, what is this guy talking about? Why does it have all these views? Context would help in this situation. Like, no shit. That's like someone saying they're distracting us, but the content creator can never tell you what exactly they're distracting you from. And I hate that shit. But hey, our skies are saying they're lying to us. This was also put in the sky in San Francisco. Peace to the gods.
Because think about it this way. White people didn't undergo 250 years of slavery and its aftermath. White people didn't suffer through racial segregation. White people didn't have a government that restricted their ability to own property, open a business, or own a bank account to grow generational wealth for their children and their children's children. White people didn't have to go through these things. So if we were just to ignore the fact that black people in America had to go through all of these things that have now systemically disadvantaged them even today, and we were instead to say, ignore one's race and treat everybody the same, well then all of a sudden black people will continue to be disparaged. Imagine if you were playing a game of Monopoly with your friends, the banker for whatever reason really fucking hated you, he only gave you $10, gave everyone else $50, right? Then Mr. Jesus 2.0, man of equality, walks in and he says, well, I understand that you've been disadvantaged. I have the option to now give you an additional $40 to account for the fact that the banker kind of cheated you out of $40 to begin with, but instead I'm just going to continue to treat you the same way I'm going to treat everybody else. Well, then all of a sudden you're still experiencing a disadvantage today. And when we talk about programs or legislation to say target black Americans or target indigenous Americans, it aims to serve to fix the consequences of systemic forms of oppression in which...
Man, who is this young man? I gotta find out who this young man is.
Which have disadvantaged black Americans or indigenous Americans historically, which has perpetuated negative consequences that exist today for black Americans or indigenous Americans that don't exist for white Americans.
I agree with you. You know, we pushed them back. We held them down for so long. And, you know, whenever we finally was like, all right, you know, you can do whatever you want, they were down so low that it's hard to get up. I understand that. And I understand that we need to pay a little price, but you know, the question's going to come in, when does it stop?
Man, you just killed me, ATX. You just killed me with that. Like, what if that was AI? This whole time I'm thinking that, yeah, young man, that might be, like, that's what I'm saying, man. We in the times where we don't know what the fuck is real and what's fake, y'all. I'm thinking that was a real podcast and everything. It seemed like it was a real podcast. I was looking at the lips, everything was matching up and everything. It seemed like it was real, you know what I'm saying? I need to go, I'm gonna have to go to that Shine thing and that page and see if it's really on there or not, whatever. But still, even if with it being on there, we in the days and times to where shit, it could be AI. This shit crazy, that's so crazy, man. But he was speaking some facts. But he could be AI. We don't know what's real, what's fake, man. It's crazy out here. But salute to everybody. I appreciate everybody on this Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating the lost ones. Hope everybody having a great Monday, man. Take it day by day, y'all. Stay on wave. You know what I'm saying? Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my content management, moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody engaging and everything. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.